Hello everyone, my name is Hadiya Nuruddin of Duets Learning, and I'm going to share with you one of my favorite tips for personal storytelling. Always start with intent. So typically when you're telling a story, you always have some sort of goal. It's not just to communicate content, but it's also to share a message or some sort of perspective. So your intent is typically equal to your goal. I believe that you can operationalize that intent in a way and make it your litmus test for what should be included and what should be excluded from your story. So anything that supports your intent, that helps you get your message across, should stay. The things that distract from it should be removed from the story, which is often easier said than done. So there's also some significance around intent when it comes to you and how the story is being perceived. So personally, I distinguish intent from point or purpose. We've all been in situations where we've shared a story and people took away from it something that we didn't intend. And that's because they're filtering the story through their own experience. So based on what you share in their own lives, opinions, and perspectives, they may not arrive at the same quote unquote point that you did. It can be disheartening when you tell a story and you think they don't get it. And there are certain steps you can take to better align your intent with the point that they receive. But at the same time, you want them to connect what you're saying to their own experiences. You want them to reflect on their own lives and go through that filtering process so the story can feel relevant to them and even just make sense to them. So there's a certain surrender when you tell a story. By telling it, you're letting it go and giving it to others to learn from. So to me, it's freeing. I don't have to impose a point on the listener, and I can just focus on my intent. So remember, the intent is what you give and the point is what they receive. Also, feel free to change your intent. Sometimes it actually can change, right? Sometimes it changes over time. Sometimes you have a series of events that you want to tell stories about, but over the 20 years since it's happened, your perspective on it is not the same as it always was. Sometimes it can change from day to day. Sometimes it can change based on what someone told you, just all types of reasons why it can change. But also keep in mind that one story can actually serve multiple intents as well. So you don't have to take that one story and put it in a box and assume it only has one intent. You can use it over and over again in many different ways. All right. So that's my first tip. Always choose an intent. Be purposeful about it. Make sure that you have a rationale behind it, and get ready to go through the sometimes painful process of removing some of those details from a story that is very near and dear to your heart. Until next time.